when you go into an antique store, you don't usually expect to find a decent price on anything, and especially camera related, and because they seem to inflate the prices of old cameras like crazy. But I saw this camera. It was sitting on a shelf, and I realized it was a front drop folder 35mm.
Did it call to you, Mark?
It called to me, and
How
I paid $30 for it. The nice thing about this camera is, yes, it's a vintage 35mm camera. It's not a rangefinder though. It's a what you would call a scale focus, and it was made by AGFA for Ansco. Post-war, AGFA started making cameras again for Ansco. Bulb in 1 second to 1/300th of a second shutter speeds. It's got a f3.5 50mm AGFA Aperture lens, which is probably not their best, but it's certainly okay.
It's okay for $30.
Yeah, for $30, man.
What kind of film does that take?
Take 35mm. Right
Okay.
now I've got a roll of Kentmere 100 inside it. And because it is a scale focus camera, it's not a rangefinder, because you can tell that right away because there's only one window in the front. So if you're looking for, if you see one of these with two windows, it's going to be the rangefinder version, which is a little bit more, it's going to be a little bit more expensive when they were new, certainly, and probably a little bit more expensive now.
Did you say that was made here or in Germany?
It was made in Germany. The AGFA camera that this is rebadged as an Ansco would be the Solonet 2. There's also an Ansco Super Regent, which is the one that Super Regent, yeah, which is the one that has the two windows, one for the rangefinder. The only thing wrong with this camera, everything seems to work perfectly, is that a lot of old Ansco and AGFA cameras, the focus helicals are stiff. If it was just stuck at infinity, I could shoot at f16 and almost anything would be okay. But right now it's at 3.5 feet. The lenses look good, and a while back I did a blog post about 35mm folding cameras, and I talked about the Retinas and the AGFA cameras and others. And I think I neglected to mention this one because it does fold up and fits in your pocket, ready whenever you are to go take pictures. And that little front drop-down bed there is perfect for concealing the lens and keeping it protected while you're doing other things or transporting it. So,
How are those little bellows in there?
they look pretty good. I mean, they're not like
Bellows.
there's going to be it's not like a big 6x9 folder where the bellows are sticking way out. They should be pretty good. It does have a PC flash attachment, which stands for Prontur Computer, not personal computer. And that would go to any flash unit that's got that little adapter on there, and you can sit it on the cold shoe. Alternatively, you could find an old rangefinder attachment and put that up on top. All in all, $30 for something like this, I think is a pretty good deal. And if you were going around thrift shops or antique stores, keep your eyes open. You might find some other good buys, but as always, buyer beware, because antiques and thrift stores don't usually have a great track record of, they don't look at everything to make sure it works.
Tend to be overpriced too sometimes.
Oh yes, I mean if you see I've seen places where an Argus C3 was priced at about $60. I'm thinking, man, you high hopes there. But yeah, it's one of those cameras that's it's a little surprise find, and I was glad to pick one up.
Great. Thank you very much, Mark.
Hey, you're welcome.
And folks at home, Matt, any comments coming in?
There are a ton of comments coming in, and let me just read a few of them. Just some shout-outs on some hey, how are yous.
Oh,
folks
yeah, cool.
Joining us here at FPP Live. So we've got Gabriel from Winnipeg, Canada. Agnes McNaughton. We have,
Hi, guys.
Darren Riley's here.
Hey.
Hey, Ballard.